What's good, everybody? It's your boy Joby One, hanging out at the house. And if you've been watching on the channel, you've been seeing my posts and everything about some of the stuff that's come up. And so, yeah, I figured we'd knock it all out in the live stream, and we could do that here. And normally I do my streaming over on the Facebook page, but a lot of what we're getting ready to do is going to be shifting over to YouTube. So, especially with Fan Force Alliance and all of that, which if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe over on FanForce because there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff coming. Some really great content creators we're going to be working with over there. So, um, yeah, definitely stay tuned to that. I'm going to be hosting a show every week that I'm putting together on FanForce that is exclusive to the FanForce Alliance channel. It's called Tongs Days. Am I right? And basically, it's going to be kind of like your midweek Star Wars break, kind of a 5 minute, maybe a little more or whatever, but some regular segments and some switched out segments and maybe some guest spots, who knows. But yeah, hope everybody's doing okay. I see we got somebody watching. Shout out to you, appreciate you joining. And hopefully we'll get a couple of more people in. But in the meantime, we do have a few things to take a look at. So the first one I'll probably open is going to be this. And I mean, you're going to be taking a look at this as I got it, y'all. So, I mean, literally got them. They were deep clearance. So, uh, and then this one. Again, these are all a little older, but still great. Then, of course, for Bad Batch, especially because of recently, but no spoilers or anything. Well, you should have seen it by now. But he has made a reappearance. And then, last but not least, and a lot of or two of them at least, I thought were ones I already had, but it's funny how that works. So we'll take a look at some of these here in just a minute. See if a few people join in and whatnot. And a big shout out to all the regular supporters and viewers, everybody that's been giving a lot of encouragement stuff as we're growing. And as I've been doing this page on Facebook and of course here on YouTube now, doing a lot more, which I hope y'all have been enjoying that. But like I said, I'm sure we will have some folks stop by here in just a bit. And in the meantime, we are going to just hang out. And if y'all that are watching, I see we got one. So feel free to jump in the chat if you want. But we're going to go ahead and take a look. Tala from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Now, this figure's been out for quite a while. I've passed on it a bunch of times. Places I've seen it online available, but never picked it up. And then Walmart had a deep discount on a lot of stuff recently, and I had recently got some monetization bonuses and whatnot. So I figured, why not? And this is, some of the last of the PSP plastic-free packaging. All right. Pretty good, I have to say. Camera doesn't really want to focus, but you get the picture. Let's see. And shout out to everybody over in the Hip Hop Jedi group. Much love to all you guys for showing your support. It's always fun interacting with y'all, and it's a riot. Some funny stuff that y'all share, and some of the really great content that you guys share out. So appreciate that so much. We're gonna put that chart here on the stand real quick. We've got just the one accessory, which is a blaster we've seen a few times. So I don't mind focusing on that, but not her face. All right, we'll go ahead and holster that. And we'll take a closer look at some videos here soon. Like I'll get a more in-depth look at all the figures, and kind of like some simple comparisons, like I do with my shorts. So for all the folks though that do check out my shorts too, I really appreciate that. I get a lot of love on those. And a lot of my recent long form content too, you guys have been showing a lot of love on that. And my birthday haul and stuff like that, my top 10 videos from the beginning of the year. There's a couple other ones you guys have shown some love on. So, but yeah. And I'm not sure, I don't have a Kenobi shelf, so I'm not sure. I have some figures, so I may set one up, but I think she'll probably end up on an Imperial shelf. But yeah, I'm liking that figure. Get all this out of the way. And I think next we'll take a look at Cassian from the Aldani mission, Disguise. I know that's I really liked Andor. I know some people didn't necessarily like it, but there isn't too much stuff from Star Wars that I don't like. There is some stuff that I'm not a huge fan of. Was it the first season of Visions? I I had a hard time getting into it. I watched it; it was good, but I wasn't a big fan. But I don't actively dislike anything. Like for the most part, pretty much enjoy it all. But I say, let's go ahead and take a look at Cassian out of the box. And I do have some Andor related shell type stuff like Andor and Rogue One. So, and I plan on setting one up at some point in the future anyway, ahead of season 2, whenever that comes out. So, and this was a must. I know that, it's just basically a Cassian head on. It's not the most crazy figure. A lot of the Andor figures aren't necessarily the most. Oh yeah, this is gonna be loud, y'all. This one's not plastic free. Hold on. Okay, I didn't want to subject y'all to this. I know a lot of people didn't really care for the plastic-free packaging, but I kind of preferred it just for the ease of getting to it. But I suppose that also made it easier for people to take figures, steal them, and swap figures out, and stuff like that. I suppose I've seen in groups, and a lot of the groups that people have posted about that. There's a lot of great groups on Facebook that I'm a part of, and they show a lot of love, man. So I appreciate all you guys. Trying to get some of my trash together real quick before we move on to the next figure. And actually, let's take a look at Cassian first before we move on to the next figure. But yeah, I mean, it's basically an Imperial body. That Cassian head sculpt, which actually is really good. It's kind of weird, like the hands are kind of curved. I don't know if you can kind of see that, like at the wrist, at least on the gun hand. Well, let's take a look here. The blaster in Cassian's hands. Interesting. The trigger and the finger, a little bit of a pain, but got it to go in. And really, he's probably going to be on the shelf more like in his disguise mode, like Imperial, attention kind of thing. But that's a pretty neat figure. I mean, can't be mad at that, especially for whatever it was, like $5, five and some change. But yeah, so, but what I was saying is like, there's not too much Star Wars that I don't like. That doesn't mean that there's some that hasn't really appealed to me. Like, I never watched what was the one? The Resistance? Was that what it was called? Animated series. Like, I never watched that. And I haven't watched the new Young Jedi Adventures yet, although I've heard people say it's enjoyable. I mean, so I'm sure at some point I'll check it out, but, you know, we'll see. Just adjusting the camera there for you guys. And then next, another Imperial with a slightly different weapon this time. But super relevant because of Bad Batch right now. And then the bonus is you get the mouse droid, which is cool. It'll be my first mouse droid in the collection. And I mean, for the price, I think this thing was less than $10 at Walmart. So it just seems silly not to get it. Uh, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to take a look at this one next. And for those that don't follow me over on the book, I do semi-frequent live streams, just kind of randomly. So if you're also subscribed here, um, now that I'm kind of shifting everything towards this side, y'all could expect that a little bit more here. And then once things reach a certain point with all this, especially with some of the, bonuses and stuff that come through, I mean, for the most part, I'm just going to turn it around for use towards the channel. But, eventually, I'd like to get to where I'm paying for a premium service to stream everywhere. So, you can look for that in the future too. But in the meantime, the best thing to do is just keep supporting. And I'm going to mute real quick. It's going to be loud. Okay, we got him out of the package. And yeah, I will say, it's nothing like seeing a new figure in the package with the window. It's very nostalgic, but I just make so much noise. Okay, get this trash out of the way. And this is cool. And the wheels are functional, like they spin. So if you haven't gotten this figure yet, or you don't have a mouse droid yet, or whatever, and it's still on sale, as it was several days ago for me, I would look into it, man, because I mean, just for the price that I got it for, I feel it's almost worth this right here. But put the mouse droid down and take a look. Which this is basically just the Rampart head on Tarkin body with the modified ranking and whatnot. But I think this figure looks great, actually. And it's a neat blaster, a little bit different than the other two we just looked at. But yeah, go ahead and arm this guy. Just for the sake of the video right now. I got some kind of went Empire heavy here, at least in uniform. Tala didn't really work for the Empire really. I guess she did for a little while. Whoops, mess up my background over here. Whoops. As y'all will find, sometimes in my videos I'm kind of clumsy, so I hope that's relatable. Knocking over things, but there we go. And Cassian back here. And I'm not really posing them, and like I said, we're not taking a full-on look at them right now. We're going to save that for a later video. Last but not least, the other one I thought I owned, that it turned out I did not, was the Jedi Ruins Boba Fett. Thought this was already in the collection. And yeah, it's because there's so many Boba Fetts, I don't own all the Boba Fetts. I just get the ones I like and or can afford at the time. So yeah, this is the next one we're gonna open. So do that in just a second. Shout out to whoever's watching. I appreciate you for tuning in. And much love to you. So far, we've taken a look at Tala, which let's go ahead and give her, her blaster as well. You know, she should be able to shoot Rampart. All right, we'll fix Cassian's foot because he's standing a little crazy over here. Well, we got 3 people watching. How's it going? Appreciate you tuning in, guys. Feel free to join in on the chat. Show some love. Definitely appreciate you. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at the Jedi Ruins Boba Fett next. I'm gonna crack into that. But yeah, so and what I was talking about a second ago was basically that, for the most part, Star Wars is for me is generally enjoyable, and I have some stuff that I really, really like. There's nothing that I actively dislike, and for some reason, for some people, that's a controversial opinion or thought, and that's cool. You know, it's all right. Folks feel the need to be extreme about some things. And look, I'm just a guy who makes hip hop music and tries to live by the way of the Jedi as best I can, and also enjoy collecting Black Series figures. So, I never said I was a genius or anything, but we got out of the box, which this is probably still on sale if you don't have this variation of Boba Fett from The Mandalorian. I bet this is still on sale for super cheap. And I highly, highly recommend this mold anyway, because I do have the other one, which I suppose I could get down just right here. I do have the other one. So, we can even take a quick, we'll take a sneak peek, I'm not going to give it the full Joby one comparison treatment, but I'm just teasing, guys. So, but we will take a look. And I do, if you notice, I actually have mine with the Return of the Jedi's rifle. I thought, actually, you know what? I remember what happened. Boba took a shelf dive, and that original one snapped in half. Same one that comes with this one, which is a little bigger, and I think snapped right in half. So, I had to do what I had to do because I had a couple of those extra Boba Fett Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary ones. I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? And so, and that looks great in my opinion. And that little reddish hue to it kind of matches his gauntlets. It looks fine to me. It looks fine. We're taking the plastic cover off, and we're gonna get this helmet out of there first. Check that out. Yeah, which it's got a lot of great weathering on there and stuff. Y'all. And the jetpack. That looks good. I mean, perfectly clean on the backside, but that's all right. Same rocket on the top as this one. Same helmet too, just painted differently. This is the same, but it's not the same as this one because this is a replacement. But yeah, and then his blaster pistol. I know a lot of these reviewers know all the technical names for these things. I do not. However, uh, you know, it's pretty cool. It's got a nice little paint job on the handle, which is definitely nice. And this one has the same one. All right, I'm gonna mute this for a second. And we got Boba Fett out of the package. I will say he does have that kind of scarring from the Sarlacc pit that this one had. And I say had because I did a head swap. And if you go watch my videos, I posted about it. And it's a really simple fix and actually would be a super cheap fix where you don't have the scarred head going on. So now we have Jedi Ruins Tython Boba out. Let's get the jetpack in. Originally, this would have been like 30 bucks or so, which is crazy to say because this is literally on sale for like $7 at Walmart right now. So, shoulders are very loose-ish. At least that one is. Yeah, that one is too. Elbows are good. Gauntlet needs to be this way. Yeah. I think I like this version better than the throne room version. The battle damage looks really good on there. And I'm sure people will disagree with me, but whatever. It's my collection. They're allowed to like the ones they like, which I still like this one. I think this is a great figure. I just think having some color variation on the shelf also is nice. Whoops. Sorry, Rampart. Oh yeah, speaking of, tomorrow's Bad Batch finale. Y'all ready for that? That is gonna be, or no, not the finale. This is the week before the finale. May 1st is the finale. But still, I'm sure this is gonna be a spicy episode. I'm sure it's gonna be crazy because it's just gonna be leading up to the end. Come on, Boba. There it goes. And I don't really have, like I said, I'm not really doing anything creative with their posing right now. I'm just putting them here so we can look at them all after unboxing. But that was you know, that was fun. It's always nice to take a look at some new things you're adding to the collection. And being someone who collects out of the box, uh, you kind of get to really dig into them, which I totally respect folks that keep theirs in package. There's nothing wrong with that uh, at all. But, I just don't have that kind of, it's just, I can't do it, you know. And I'd have to be rich. I'd have to have one to open and one to, you know, I don't have that kind of money. You know what I mean? I need one. I need to sell some records. Excuse me. But anybody that's watching the video back on replay, what are your thoughts, man? What do you like? Here, let's holster the blaster pistol real quick and put the other one in the same. Shout out to anybody who happens to tune in and watch and hang out and whatnot. I really appreciate you. Just really just going live, just chill for a few with whoever happens to stop by and check out these figures that most of my Black Series collector fan probably already have. You know, I certainly thought I already had it. This is pain with this rifle. I remember that now. Here we go. I will say I do remember that with my throne room boba, I did have to put a little bit of like what is it, mounting putty, sticky tack, glue tack, whatever, to hold the jetpack better in place because the way that overlay is designed, it doesn't grip onto the little tabs very well. But yeah, I mean, I really like the color variation here. Um, and so I think that's gonna add a nice little element to the show. So I'm excited to add that there. But yeah, so anybody who's watching back, I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. Um, I figured I'd go live real quick and show you guys some of the new old pickups and take a look at some of these and hang out for a few, with whoever decided to come by and watch. Which I appreciate all of y'all, you know what I mean? Anybody that happens to come by, anybody that sees the replay, for all the people that show support, and the various platforms where you can see me or hear me. And like I said, if you guys aren't already aware, definitely go check out Fan Force Alliance on YouTube. That is just basically me and some fellow enthusiasts and friends of mine who really enjoy various aspects of Star Wars and the fandom. And we're going to have lots of different things to chat about on there, including everything from obviously the movies and the shows. And we're going to have, some kind of deep dive type content at some point. We're going to be doing a podcast. I'm going to have a weekly show on Wednesdays. We have people that are going to be doing like cosplay and 3D printing type stuff. We're going to have folks that are going to be talking about Black Series and 3 and 3/4 inch line and you know, models and like lightsabers and all of it. So there's some really really great people, man, that I have a absolute fortune to work with, and that have been supporters of what I've been doing with the Joby Wan mission and the music and the content here and just the overall vibe. So yeah, man, I'm just really blessed to get to work with these guys. So definitely check out Fan Force Alliance. You can follow us on the page too for other updates. But you're gonna have to check us out there for the exclusive stuff. So yeah, tune in. But yeah, it's your boy Joby Wan. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, get some dinner together, and get myself ready for going to sleep because I gotta be at work early in the morning. And yeah, then we gotta watch Bad Batch. So y'all take it easy. I appreciate you guys. Much love. May the force be with you. I'm out.